编字典词典 compile a dictionary weave or plate okay 扁 is flat 轮胎扁了 it means the tire has become flat okay 变 to change become different 现在中国变了 China has changed now transform change turn 变化 sorry 变坏事为好事 to turn a bad thing into a good thing okay 变坏事为好事 there's lots of like phrases like that in Chinese complicated it's tens of thousands of phrases at least not hundreds of thousands 变成 is to change into 把黑字变成红字 to turn the black characters into red ones 变化 change very change 变 she also 偏 what 天一亮他便去上班 she left for work as soon as it was light 他便 it's like immediately I guess it's immediately then 他便去上班了 she left for work as soon as it was light okay convenient 便利 this word I do not know and I ought to convenient 便利 okay once is 一遍 okay so it indicates the number of times 遍 okay everywhere all over 游遍全世界 it means somebody has traveled all over the world 游遍全世界 now标点 punctuation 标点符号 punctuation mark 标准 standard 标准化 okay standardization 你的中国话很标准 your Mandarin Chinese is very accurate 标准 it's not very good they say very good but it's not good 标准 is actually accurate 标准 is accurate okay it's a standard and it's accurate 表 table form list 时间表 timetable schedule 申请表格 application form meter gauge watch is a 手表 is a wristwatch oh a 表 is okay so 水表 is the water meter okay for instance okay now 表哥 is your older male cousin 表弟 is your younger male cousin 表姐 is your older female cousin 表妹 is your younger female cousin okay now 表达 is to express your feelings or thoughts and ideas 表面 is superficial it's the surface of something okay 表明 is to make known or to make clear state clearly 表示 to express indicate gesture manifestation 表现 to show display manifest to show off okay, 表现吧 to show off or to perform okay 他喜欢表现自己 he likes to show off expression manifestation behavior okay now 表演 is to perform act or play or 一场表演 is a performance. Okay. So whenever there is an article, right, like one of something, like it's a different word. So it's 一匹马 is a horse. Okay. Whereas 一场表演 is a performance. Okay. 表扬 to praise. 别 don't. Okay, it's just negative imperative. Don't. Not. 别去 don't go. 别走 oh sorry. 别去 is don't don't go there. 别去 is don't go there. 别走 it means don't leave. Okay. Or don't go. You see, the problem with don't go and don't leave is ambiguous, right? Or 别吃 is like don't eat. 我让他别来 I told him not to come. 我让他 is like I'm making him not come. Okay, 我让他 I'm letting him is the direct translation. 让 is to let. Okay. So it's just kind of a little bit like, you know, funny with that. Okay. Let's see. 你还要别的东西吗? Do you want anything else? So the thing about 我让他别来, it's like you let somebody not to do something, right? 我让他别来. It's kind of like the irony is you're letting somebody not do something, right? Silly, right? 别人 somebody else, others. 别人都说有意思. Other people all say it's interesting. Now, here. 宾馆 is a hotel or guest house. Okay. Then ice is 冰. Now, 冰球 ice hockey. 冰 is soldier. 饼干 is biscuit, chocolate, cookie. Okay, here's a word. Not completely. Oh, 他并没去. He actually didn't go. 病. So the word is 病. It's used before negative, before emphasis. Actually, in reality, in fact, 他并没去. Okay. He actually didn't go. 并且 often used in a pattern with 不但 to mean not only but also 他不但很聪明并且很好看. He's not only intelligent but also very handsome. Moreover, besides. So 他不但很聪明并且 it's like, oh, not only is this and that. Okay, 他不但很聪明并且很好看. But really, like, why would you say something that's 很好看? It's like weird, you know? It's awkward. Okay. To be ill, to become ill. 病. 他病了. Or if you say somebody's crazy, this is okay. It's very funny. And this is a lot. This kind of like originated from like a lot of like just in the palace. Okay, because people are really proper, right? Instead of saying like people are crazy, okay, oh, he's gone insane, right? That's not what they say. They say he's ill. They say 他病了. If somebody's insane, right? They say, oh, 他病了. It's very funny. It's not very funny, but that's just it. It's just funny how formalisms are in different subcultures, right? 看病 is to be examined by a doctor. Okay. 看病 is to be seen by a doctor. Okay, 病房 is the hospital room. Okay, 病菌 is bacteria or germs. Okay, 病人 is an ill person or patient. Okay, 玻璃 glass. 玻璃杯 is a glass cup. Okay, or glass. 伯父 or 伯伯 is father's elder brother or uncle. 伯父. Okay. 伯母 is an aunt or wife of father's elder brother. Okay, so for somebody who doesn't have a father with a elder brother, I don't use that word. So it's not in my common. It's just not. It's really funny because, like, if you're like a young immigrant, right, there's certain holes in your vocabulary that you just don't realize until you read the dictionary. It's like, oh, you know what? And the reason why I'm not really familiar with this is not in my, common word usage list, because I don't have this person in my, family. 伯父, father's elder brother. Okay. Because it's got to be I think older. Okay. That has to be your father's older brother, and because my father doesn't have an older brother, I just over my head. 伯母. Okay. 脖子 neck. Okay. 补 to mend, patch, repair, fill, supply, make up for. 补空缺 to fill a vacancy. 补空缺. Okay. Nourish. 补身体 to 补身体. Is a Chinese medicine thing where like you eat a lot of herbs. That's how you mend or revitalize your body. And you say 你补身体，你去补一补吧. It's like to build up your health via like herbs or some sort of food, like nourishing food. It goes to show, like, is it because Asians are just not very hardy like people? Like, you hear that all the time. Like, like, for example, like when Asians have children, they 补月子, which is they nourish their bodies for the entire month. And I'm just like, you know what? The Caucasian women are popping out like, babies. I've seen like, just like this woman just like, here. It's like, oh, well, here we are at the hospital, and like the baby pops out in the parking lot because, they didn't have time. And then she's like standing there smiling, going like, yes, I just did that. And it's just like, that's not how Asian people are. They like have their babies and they're like pasty pale, and like they nourish their bodies for a whole entire month. So yeah, I think there's some sort of difference between like races. It's like there's a reason why Chinese medicine, came to be the way it is. And I think it's because, our bodies are different. Like Asian bodies are different than like Caucasoid bodies or other bodies. Okay. That's the reason why we have like acupuncture and stuff. Okay. 补身体. 补血 is enrich the blood. And we have like all these like, like formulas to nourish your blood and stuff. And it's just like, oh, your blood's not balanced and your body's not balanced. It's like, dude, people just fucking just chug a protein shake and then that's fine. It's like, oh, you know what? That's the most that people would do. Or like pop a few supplements, but not like boil all this weird like herbs for like 4 hours and like, that's in ceramics. It's like you can't even boil it in metal pots because it's so like delicate. It's like, oh, we have very delicate constitutions. Okay, so 补充 is replenish or supplement. 补充 材料. Okay, so it's supplementary materials, 补充材料. Okay. 补课 is to make it for Miss lesson. 给学生补课 to give tutorials to students who have missed classes. 补习 is to take lessons after class or work, to have remedial lessons. 补习班 special class for supplementary. I learned, like, from my cousins, because they're much younger, right, that they had to, like, go to school, like, nearly the whole day. They would go to school for, like, all the way from the early morning to the late afternoon, and then they had to hop on a train and go take, like, tutoring classes, and then everybody's doing this. Okay, and so, like, they're, like, round the clock all the way until, like, really late, and then they go do the homework, and then they go to sleep, and they repeat the cycle, and it's just like, oh my gosh, wow. You know, it's just like, wow, you know, you think that it's difficult here. No, it's not. They have all these lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons because it's an industry. Okay, because Asian cultures respect, like, education that much, and so then everybody's, like, you know, spending a lot of money, and then it becomes like this, they do it, so you have to do it, and then so all of a sudden everybody's doing it, you know, everybody's going to tutoring classes. 补习班. Okay, now 逮捕 is to catch, seize or arrest. Okay, 不 is no, because negation. 不 or 不, depending. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, it says 不, as is true of 一, tone on 不 changes depending on the tone of the word that follows it. It is pronounced 不 before words in first, second, and third tones, but 不 before the fourth tone. So if you say 不要, you don't want. 不要, okay? Because 要 is a fourth tone, okay? 不要, then it's fourth tone, okay? But so it's 不要, 不是, it is not, okay? 不是, it is not. Okay? But 不花钱, to spend money, 不花钱. Okay, so it's 不. Okay, or 不花钱, 不花钱. Okay. 我不肯去, I'm not willing to go, indicating negative potentiality. 他8点以前做不完作业. He won't be able to finish his homework by 8 o'clock. 不必, not necessary. 我们今天不必上课. We don't have to attend class today. 不错. It's a negation. 错 is to make a mistake. 错 is wrong. 不 is negation, right? Not wrong, so it's correct. 不错 is correct. It means correct or right. 你的计算一点儿都不错. Your calculations were completely correct to indicate that what has been said is right. 不错. Okay, 他明天要来 Yes, you come. 不错. Okay, 他的作文不错. His essay was pretty good. Okay. 不大. "价钱, it means the price. 价钱不大便宜. Not very, not much. 不大, not much. Okay, okay. 不大便宜. The prices are not very cheap. Okay. 他晚上不大念书. He doesn't study much in the evening very often. Okay. 不但而且 并且. Okay, so it's a conjunction, usually used in a sentence pattern with 而且 or 并且，不但哒哒哒哒哒，并且哒哒哒哒 or 不但哒哒哒哒，而且哒哒哒哒哒。Okay, so example. 他不但眼睛不好，而且记性也不可靠。Not only is his eyesight bad, but his memory is also not reliable or unreliable. 他不但眼睛不好，而且记性也不好。Okay. Next. 不得不 have no choice or option but to, cannot but have to. 他不得不去 he has to go. 不得了 it's like 不得了啊 it's like an exclamation like 不得了 not 得了 is like 得 is exists, right? So 不得 is like the world is going to end. 不得了啊 Okay, so it's like lack of existence. Okay, is what it is saying. 不 not 得 is to get or exist. 了 is it just to show that the severity is it's a very severe situation. You say 不得了 okay? Extremely serious, important, extreme. Okay, and then this it says this is not such a desperate matter. 这不是什么不得了的问题. You're saying it's not such a desperate matter. Okay, used after 的 as a compliment. Extremely, exceedingly. 他高兴的不得了. Okay, 不得了 is also overjoyed. Like it's emphatic. 不得了. 他高兴的不得了. She's happy, and then to add that, it's an emphatic thing. Okay. 不敢当 it's a polite expression applied to a compliment. Thank you, you're flattering me. I don't deserve it. 不敢当 okay. 不断 unceasingly, continuously, in an interrupted fashion. 不但不断的咳嗽 okay. 不断断不断的咳嗽不断 okay, it's a little bit difficult because you don't want like mush your words because this is Chinese 不断 it's almost like robots speaking okay 不断 it's very much unlike Italian okay very much unlike Korean or Vietnamese or really Japanese or any other language. It's very, very robotic in its monosyllabic words. Okay, every syllable is a word. 不管 okay, whereas it's not the case for any other language. Okay, so it's very compact in the head and in computers. In computing systems, it's very compact because of the fact that it is monosyllabic. Okay. So for instance, if you think about your brain having to store syllables, right? How many syllables hold how much content? Okay, so if you had space for 5 syllables in your brain right now, okay, and they all held exceptionally dense meaning each syllable was a word full of implications and meaning, okay, and you're holding 5 of them, versus you're saying, okay, maybe a word has 5 syllables, okay, a really long word could have 5 syllables, okay, then you're only holding 1 word. You could either hold 5 words, or you hold 1 word, or 2 maybe, okay. Extraterrestrial, 1 word, I said, okay, 5 syllables. Okay, that's the problem with languages that are not a correspondence of 1 word and 1 syllable, okay, because it takes up a lot of space in terms of like computing, Yeah. Next, 不管 don't care, no matter what or how. 不管到什么地方去都行。So you can say 我不管了。Okay, it's like kind of like, oh, I'm just giving it up. 我不管了，不管。Okay, you don't care. Okay, really, that's what it is. It doesn't matter. I don't care. 我不管。I don't care. 我不管。Okay, or you can say 不管到什么地方都去都行。No matter what place we go to, it's fine. Okay. Now, 不过 but however. Okay, 大小可以。不过颜色不行。It's like an article of clothing. The size is fine, but the color won't do. Okay. 他不是个孩子。他不过是个孩子。Okay, so 他不是个孩子 means he is not a child. 他不过是个孩子 means he is but only a child. He's only a child. Okay, 他不过是个孩子。再好，简单，幸运，过了。Couldn't be better, simpler or luckier. See, 不过，再好，不过了。Not sure what this means. Superlative, emphatic. 再好，简单，幸运，不过了。Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to get to here, but we'll pass on that. Okay. 不好意思 feeling embarrassed. To be ill at ease, find embarrassing. Okay. 不仅 not only 这不仅是他自己的看法。This is not only his personal view. 这不仅是他自己的看法。It means that other people, the implication is that other people also agree. Okay. 不仅如此，不 Okay, except the pronunciation is 不仅如此。Okay, 不仅如此，不仅如此，不仅如此。I think it's just 不仅如此。Okay, 不久 not long. Okay, 你们不久就要毕业了 soon. Okay, 你们不久means not long. Okay, 不 is a negation of the length. 久 is long. Okay, for a long period of time. So 你们不久 it's a lot of negations. 你们不久就要毕业了。下了课不久就开始下雨了。Not long after class ended, it began to rain. Okay. 不论 no matter what, doesn't matter. 不论你做什么事，都要做好。No matter what you do, you should do it well. Okay. Okay. 不平 indignant, resentful, unjust. 不平 Okay. 不然 or else, otherwise, if not. 你的你的复习生字 you review vocabulary 你得复习 oh gosh here the word 的 okay is pronounced differently to mean different things 你的 means it's a possession of yours right 你的 is yours okay 你得 is a scolding. You're scolding something, saying you should do this. 你得复习生字. You should, review your vocabulary words. 不然会都忘了, or else you will forget them. Okay? 你得. Okay? Okay. 不如 not as, not measured up to, compare unfavorably with. 我韩语说的不如他流利. Sorry, not 韩语. 韩语 is Korean. 汉语, okay? 汉语 is what happens when you speak for like 2 hours in a language that you're not used to focusing on, okay? And on top of it, you're learning Italian, okay? And trying to learn French. And you have German swimming in your head. It's very complicated. Now, 我汉语说的不如他流利. 汉语 is spoken Chinese, okay? 汉语. It's, some people call it 中国话, but it's really 汉语. It's the proper word is 汉语, okay? My spoken Chinese is not as fluent as hers. Before clause, had better. 你不如今天念书. The word book looks so strange to me. Simplified. Oh, it is so weird. Because the simplified word for book is so different from the traditional characters. Like, superbly different. And the thing about, like, the traditional characters, the good thing about it is that it's descriptive. If you piece it together, it tells a story. Like, each character that is traditional tells a story. It tells a story because the different components, like, mean different things, and you piece it together and it has a content. It's like a summation of the different components means that. Okay. 不少. Quite a bit, quite a few. 不少钱. Again, the negation thing. 不少钱 means a lot, but it means not little. Okay, 不少 is not less, not little in quantity. 不少钱 is quite a large sum of money. 不同 is different. 不行 it's out of the question, it's not allowed. Be no good, won't work. Be no good. I'm literally like, this is what it says right here. It says be no good. Okay, the dictionary says be no good. Be no good? Be no good? Like, on what planet would you say something like be no good? Okay, be no good. Let me just try. Is not good? Why is it saying be no good? I'm not kidding you. In the Oxford Dictionary, it literally says be no good. How is it possible? Okay, it says be no good right here. Be no good. Be no good won't work. What happens when you start reading the dictionary? Nobody else reads the dictionary, okay? 不幸. Unfortunate, lucky, sad, misfortune. 不许, not allowed. 我的母亲不许我出门. My mother doesn't allow me to leave the house. Must not be forbidden, okay? 你不许抽烟. You're not allowed to smoke. Okay. 不要. You didn't want. 不要. 那样无理. Okay, 无理 is like without manners. Okay. 无 is without. It's negation again. 无理. 礼貌 is to have manners. 有礼貌 it means you have manners. 无理 is without manners, in a short, kind of punchy sort of way. 不要那样无理. Okay. Now, next. 不要紧. it means, oh, it's okay. Not important, not serious. 我的伤不要紧. My injury is not serious. Okay, 不要紧, it doesn't matter. In a good way. It's not, I don't care. Okay, it's 不要紧. It's like, oh, it's okay. Okay. 不一定. Not necessarily. 我不一定能去. I won't necessarily be able to go. 不用. Don't need to, okay? 不用紧张. You don't need to be nervous. 布 cloth, cotton cloth. 布置 to fix up, arrange, decorate. To decorate the office. 布置办公室. Assign, arrange. 布置作业. To assign homework. Huh. Now. 一步一步. 步 is a step. Pace, stage, procedure, condition or situation. 你怎么落到这一步? How did you get yourself into this situation? Okay, 部 is a part, area, section. 西部 western part. Unit, ministry, department. So a department like 国防部 is like the department of 国防 is like 国 is country and then 防 is defense. Okay, so it's 国防部. So you know the defense department. Okay. 外交部 Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay. 外交 is external. Okay. 外 is outside. And 交 is to like it's a what is it called? To interchange, exchange. 外交部. So people who are diplomats, 外交. Okay. 编辑部 editorial board. 编 is to compose. Okay, to compose. 编辑部 editorial board or office. Okay. 部队 is troops of a military force. 部分 is a part. 第一部分 the first part. Okay, next. 部门 is a department or branch in a government. 部长 is a minister, head of a department. 外交部长 Minister of Foreign Affairs. And that was bees.